Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Liberty's offense will get the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through, and all week long they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Flames will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, and I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Grant. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position.
but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He's in open space downfield.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Flames need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's House. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. Big play for this offense. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Working on the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. A doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Finds his man. It's Hopkins.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Finley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for an open area to his left. Fires to the tight end. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Finds the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket. And a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. The give on the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
No gain on the play.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. To the air, it's Grant. Catch in the middle, it's Fenley. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really... use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of the 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is kick.
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Houghton. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Ain't doing nothing. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep the drive alive. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally Gets him bottled up behind the line. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Now on the option. To the ground with the back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Grab behind the line. It's Hopkins. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Number 43, set to kick this one away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking for a man. It's Howell. The sure hands. It's Randolph. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.